Chakra Chats with Patty Kikos. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited to introduce you to my beautiful friend, Rebecca Keynes. Hello, Rebecca.
Hi, Patty.
Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited about this.
Oh, so am I. And folks, for those that don't know Rebecca, she's the editor and the founder of The Daily Guru, and is also their very own personal development guru. With over 10 years of experience in international event management, as well as being a life coach, writer, speaker, well-being enthusiast, and above all, a wonderfully passionate human being who's really absolutely passionate about helping people surprise themselves. Rebecca believes that there's no greater gift than helping someone discover their hidden talents, the ones that make them unique and exceptional. She loves the experience of sharing knowledge and information with people, which then allows them to make different decisions for themselves, as well as helping them improve their overall life experience. When Rebecca was younger, her father used to say to her, life is not a dress rehearsal. And this philosophy stuck with Rebecca and has given her the encouragement and the confidence to make bold and exciting decisions for herself throughout her life. She recognizes how much we all need a helping hand to overcome obstacles and to decide what it is we actually want from life. Wonderful advice. Your father is a clever man.
Yes, he is.
Through the Daily Guru, Rebecca is working hard to share this philosophy with our community, or their community. Working with some of the most inspiring gurus in the industry, she wants to encourage women from all around the world to be brave, to grow, to seek more information, to embrace new ideas, and ultimately to help create the life that they deserve. I feel so incredibly blessed to have Rebecca as part of the Chakra Chat series, specifically because I think she's got some incredible tips to share with us regarding the energy center that surrounds our physical body. Not only does she embody the balanced auric archetype because of how expansive she is and how she really shines her light on everybody else, she also has a wealth of practical knowledge to share with us as well. Now, Rebecca, you and I have bonded over our shared love of supporting entrepreneurs and sharing knowledge. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey before you even moved to Australia and started the Daily Guru?
Yeah, absolutely, Patty. And again, thank you so much for having me. This is so exciting. I'm thrilled to be sharing with you.
Ooh, so welcome.
So before I moved to Australia, I would say that I had absolutely zero awareness of the industry that I have, positioned the Daily Guru in. I was just a real, a standard teenager, then university student. I lived in a city just outside London as I grew up, and I went off to a university called Nottingham before moving to London, and I got a fantastic job there, which I really loved for 4 or 5 years, a company called De Beers, working their events division, which was fantastic. So just really having a great time.
What was your degree, your actual degree in again?
It's in international relations with media. So it didn't necessarily direct me even with my career. I think
Really?
I really, yeah, absolutely. So I studied it. I felt like when I came out of school, I knew I wanted to go to university, but I didn't know myself well enough yet to know where I wanted to have my craft, if you like.
I can totally relate to that.
Yeah, so I was just going through the motions. I actually was so unsure that I did a gap year, and I went off and did a ski season in the French Alps, which was wonderful.
Oh, must have been awful for you.
It was a terrible time. And I then went on to Nottingham University, met some wonderful people and came out the other side with my degree, knowing that wasn't what I wanted to do as a career. So then
Interesting.
You sort of then start doing the next steps, and I got work experience.
Can I interrupt and go back just slightly? Is it a very English thing to have a gap year?
Yeah, I'd say it's quite common. I'd say at least if you do decide to go to university, I'd say at least 30 or 40% of people do one either before or afterwards. I think actually afterwards is more common. I only did it just because I really wasn't sure where I wanted to go to university and what I wanted to study. But after university, often it's really common. And actually Australia is a very popular destination for us Brits to head over on our gap year.
I think Prince Harry came to Australia for his gap year.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That's maybe he was a trendsetter. Maybe that's why they all followed.
Possibly, because us Australians don't tend to have those gap years before university because we're too afraid we'll never come back, myself included, because everything is so far away. We don't tend to go travelling for a year. We tend to go travelling for a long, long time just because it's so far from everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was interesting. I couldn't tell you the sort of pinpoint that then made me move into the sort of events and marketing. I don't really recall that, but through work experiences and seeing a job that I thought sounded great at De Beers, and then getting the job and then getting a promotion and all those sorts of things, I was just really, really fortunate. It was definitely the starting point in my career, because what happened later with the Daily Guru, my background in marketing and events has been kind of quite crucial for that.
And is that what you did specifically for that first job?
Yeah, it was. Working my way up and working with some really incredible people, very, very talented. I mean, at De Beers, it was their head office, so we got to work with all of their regional offices. The team themselves that were there were, fantastic people, very, very talented. So that was really exciting. A great time, actually. But I would say during that time, I was very, very much living unconsciously. My rituals, my routines were getting up, going to work, finishing work, going out with my friends from work afterwards for drinks down the local pub. It's not to say I was drinking a huge amount, but it was just my routine. So there wasn't an element of health in my sort of conscious mind. There wasn't an element of well-being. Growth was definitely happening there. So I was having that need fulfilled just because I was working with such great people, but I didn't consciously recognize that was happening, if that makes sense.
Totally.